Okay, hello. Um, I'm finally doing this. I've been meaning to do this for a minute now. This is a lock takedown video, and I am actually in the latter phase of my whole head, which has taken a very long time. So, let me talk about real quick just why I started doing this, how long I've had my locks. So I've had my locks for 30 years. Um, if we count all these past years of taking down. One of the reasons I wanted to do this video is because I have not seen any videos with anybody who has my texture hair for as long as I've had my locks and who've had any kind of experience near my experience of taking down their locks. I've seen a lot of videos where people say, oh my God, it took me 20 minutes just for one, or it took me a couple of hours just for one. Not my situation. It has taken me, this is the one I'm working on. So this one right here has taken me, I've been working on this for 3 days. Each lock has taken me about 3 days to take it down. So this is my last really thick lock. If you can see, I'm kind of bantu knotted the rest of my hair, but as you can see, there's kind of this growth, all this new growth that I'm letting grow out as much as possible. And then there's this portion left for the takedown. And then these are it's supposed to be twisted up. These are the locks that I have left. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 locks left. And a half if you count that. So this process is, I don't know if I'm doing it differently than anybody else, but this has afforded me, the process that I've been doing personally has afforded me to keep the most hair. So for those who are watching for the first time a lock takedown video, it is possible to take down your locks. It is possible with the curliest, kinkiest 4CED hair, whatever they want to categorize it. I call it that good hair, honey. My hair defies gravity. This is that good hair, okay? It's nothing like it. You know, we're the only people in the world who have this texture hair. And that makes it very rare, unique, and beautiful. And it defies gravity. It just lifts up. So anyway, let me show y'all what I've been using. Okay. So here's the one I'm working on. This is it. You know, I've tried some other things. I've tried the plastic rat tail comb. I can't get the details of the takedown. I've tried the thumbtack, whatever it's called, and that does not work for me. I've tried just my fingers. I've tried a little fine tooth combs, that kind of thing, taking it down. This metal rat tail comb is my best friend, and I've gone through a couple of these mostly because I lose them. So what I do is I get really hot water, and I soak it. Not dipping it, but really running it under the water and letting the hot water penetrate. Then I take it, I wring the water out, and then I let it kind of dry just a little bit to where it's damp. Here's one of the things I've been using. This Tangle Taming Leave-In Conditioner. This says for mixed texture, curly, wavy, kinky, coily, frizzy hair. That's what I've been using sometimes. I take that, I'll saturate the lock with the conditioner, and then I put an oil on there on top of that. So I use castor oil, coconut oil, vitamin E. I've done mixtures of them. But the oil somehow seems like it makes it more slippery, and more easily separatable to come out. So what I do is, so here's some of my little coconut oil, just so I get the pure, raw, and refined stuff. Put it on the lock. Just, this is not soaked right now. I'm just going to give a little bit of a tutorial. But what I'm doing is I'm finding that little piece. I'm trying to see if I can see. Just where the loose hair meets the hair that's still locked. I take this and I'm feeling for the next little part to take down. So as I pick it out, I'm going all around the lock and I'm kind of just loosening it. And once I loosen it, I kind of detangle it with my fingers. So I'm not just hacking at it. You are going to lose a lot of hair if you're taking your locks down, especially at this stage in the game. But you can save a lot of hair depending on how meticulous you're willing to be. It is a process. And if you're doing it by yourself, you're probably going to be much more meticulous and careful with the hair because you're trying to save your hair. When I've had anybody else work on it, they are not as patient, of course, because they're like, okay, I'm just going to get this out. And now if you do hack at it, you will loosen it and get some of it out, but you're going to lose a lot more hair. So I'm picking it out just piece by piece, bit by bit. And this has afforded me the most length that is staying in my hair. So just that little, so you can see where I just picked that little, and I just pull that out. So you can see I'm retaining, a lot of this will stay. By the time I'm done with this, I'll be able to keep a lot of this hair. So let me just take this and compare it to one of these locks here. So you see how long this lock is, boom. And this is down to here, right? So I'm keeping a lot of the length of the lock, right? So one of the things I recommend is using castor oil throughout your process to keep your scalp moisturized and also to help with the thickness and the length of being able to retain the length. So for me, my mom started my locks when I was 9 years old. When she started my locks, I had keloids. I have keloid skin, so I had chicken pox, and so I was starting to get these scars in my head, right? And my mom was very scared because my hair was so thick, we had to press my hair every week almost in order to just be able to comb through it. What I know now is we're not really supposed to comb through our hair like that. Our 4C or whatever hair, thick, kinky, coily texture hair is supposed to be oiled, moisturized, and use your fingers to comb through, and then put it up, style it, use your fingers to style and comb through it unless you're blowing it out, and doing something else. But really, if you're wearing your natural kinky coily hair, you're not supposed to hack a comb through there. So my mom started my locks when I was 9. I loved my locks. I love them still. I'd gone to New York and seen a bunch of kids with locks, and I'm from Tennessee, grew up in Tennessee, and I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. I love this. And then the thought and prospect of not having to get my hair pressed, what? It's amazing. So at 9 years old, my mom started my locks, and fast forward to today, it's been, well, I guess technically 29 years. No, 30 years if you count 9 from today. So me taking my locks down has been something much more spiritual and much more about releasing parts of my life. Also, I'm ready for a change. I've never done my own loose natural hair as an adult or as a teenager or anything. So I want that experience. And the other reason was I have a 6-year-old son. After I had my son, my hair thinned some. It's grown back all in the front, and you can see it's very thick in the front now. But there are some little spots throughout my head where the thickness just hasn't come back. Now, I've seen some change with using the castor oil. That's why I recommend it personally, because I do think that it will grow your hair back if you're nourishing your body, and also your hair and your skin, your scalp. So it's been a very personal releasing process. And I will say, every lock that I have taken down has been related to some release in my life. Something's happened. This one right here, woo, honey, I've been going through some stuff releasing this lock. Okay, so when we get done with this, it's gonna be like, ooh. And then it's just not been a quick process. I don't know, people who sit down and say 3 weeks, it took me 3 whole weeks. No. So what I've got going on here, let me just turn around so you can see, hopefully a little bit. These are all Bantu knot, but this hair is all loose now. I just Bantu knotted it up so I can show this. But let me just take one down so you can see what we're working with here. So this is my loose natural hair. Yeah, and it's just, it's got a good length to it. It's very healthy, it's very strong, and of course it's that good, I got that good hair, yes, that good kinky, coily texture, hair, frizzy, yes, what you want, that's what you want, what they talking about. I know what good hair is, honey. This good hair. So yeah, so I have my Bantu knots. I have a lot of length that I retained, and throughout this process, I figured out what works best. So really, when I started, I wasn't as meticulous as I am now. I was getting more annoyed, and then I had to stop and relax and be like, okay, I'm just gonna sink into this process, because I realized it was, you have to give that patience if you want to retain the length. Now, on this last one that I did, it might not be the last one, I retained a lot more length on this one because of how patient I was being. And if you see, it's longer. So I really was patient. I really took my time. I can almost straighten out my arm with this one, because I really I gave it so much moisture. I took my time. And as you can see, pieces will come off. All of that hair that you lost throughout the process of locking, you're gonna lose those as you pick them out, comb them out. So I think that everybody has their own reasons for combing their locks out. But what I'm gonna do in my next video is I'm gonna show you some of my styles. I've had a lot of hairstylists working with me, kind of just figuring out styles that we can do, because I teach a lot of group fitness classes. I'm in front of people a lot, so I don't want to just look busted. So I wanted something that would have me looking decent in front of the people. And she's been working with me. So we've been doing a lot of 2-strand flat twist up. We've done some kind of mohawk styles. These last styles have been really geared towards leaving the rest of my locks out so that I can still work on them. So I will, in my next video, I'm going to show pictures of my styles throughout this process. And I don't know if I told y'all that I've been doing this for years. I'm like 2 years I've been taking my locks down. So I don't know who and how people are doing this in 3 weeks. If they have any kind of a life, But I have a child and a work, and there's no way that I could just have done this sitting down for a week or two. So I don't know how people do it. But for people like me who are like, oh, that's unrealistic. Yes, honey, that was unrealistic for me. It's taking me days and days. So what I do is I'm in the car when the red light hits, I'm picking. I'm on the way to, I'm on the, if I get on the train and, and on the MARTA, I'm picking. If I'm on a road trip and I get to sit in the back seat, like this past weekend, what you think I was doing the whole time? Picking. And, I have to rest. Fingers, hands get tired. You got to rest your hands. Your shoulders get tired. You got to rest your shoulders. Holding your head in one position, your neck. All of that's real. So, yes. So anyway, please comment, like this video if you have any questions for me. I haven't seen very many videos like this that are giving you like real deal, real time. So we're going to go through the rest of this process together, y'all. I want y'all to see my transformation from the last ones to the ones that's going to be down. They're going to be down. Yes, I can't believe it. So 30 years, y'all. I've never had my loose natural hair. So now I'm just figuring out even just how to deal with it. I don't even know what to do exactly. But I will be back very soon, maybe tomorrow, hopefully with this more done because I want to show this process. And I'm also going to show some pictures of my hairstyles and some videos and stuff of what I've been doing. Like I have a video of me picking my hair in the car, so you'll see that. Much love. Please ask me any questions if you have any questions. And I hope you have a beautiful day.